You're live. Kinda. There you go. You're live. You're live and alone. Good morning, folks. Who you talking to, Todd? I'm talking to whoever's watching this later on in the future, because right now, there's no one in here. It's just me, my coffee, and the kitty cat. That's okay. I know Lindsay Glenn is live. I know Chick Picker's live. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go live anyway. Is that bad? I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but there's millions and millions and millions of people out there. So I have already written down it's like 9 topics. I said 8 topics, but there's actually 9 topics I'm going to be talking about. Hey, how you doing? I'm just sitting here talking to myself and somebody popped in. Hey, what's up, Tiffany? How are you this morning, young lady? Got your coffee ready? Are you working? Tiffany, I'm pretty well. How about yourself? I am outstanding. Love it. Good. I'm glad you got coffee. Is it black or is it all? No, I'm not yet. Okay. That's okay. I haven't started down here. Do anything on eBay yet. I got up at, I suppose it was right around 5 and got myself ready and got Caroline to school. Came home and watched some videos. Nothing productive, really. I have a little coffee with my creamer. That's my wife does too. She likes the hazelnut. I've drank it black my whole life. There was a point where I was drinking these caramel macchiatos, like 1, 2 a day, and I put on like 20 pounds drinking these things. So I stopped. So yeah, it's good stuff though. Tiffany C, where are you? Are you a full-time reseller? Where do you work? I'm not ready for this school year to be over. Really? What do you mean? Oh, because the children are going to be home. I hear that. No, I am actually. Caroline's going to be doing some AR, which is she goes and she does it's like advanced reading, whatever. We're going to be doing a lot of reading here at home, but she can always get better. Last year she stayed home, but the year prior to that, after it was summer after kindergarten, she went to base program, which was I drop her off at 6 in the morning, and I'd pick her up at 6 at night. She was there all day, just having fun, and they'd go on trips and whatever. That was the first summer that I had my detail shop, and I was working like crazy. But no more. I live in small town Alabama. Nothing for the kids to do. Yeah, I hear that. I live in a small town too. Tetherball's fun. Throw the football. When it rains, raise sunflower seeds down the gutter. I used to love doing that when I was a kid. And these are things you can do in a small town, I think, still. So, ride your bike, go skateboarding, build something, read a book. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Play Matchbox cars, man. Build a model. Sharpen your knife. I mean, I've got a knife that needs to be sharpened right now. It's always something to do. Yeah, 4 and 5. So they never stop. Yep. Well, get yourself some comfortable shoes or roller skates, one of the two. Part-time reseller. That's cool. What do you do for the other part-time? You know what's going to happen? YouTube's going to ding you and they're going to be like, hey, you're typing too much, Tiffany C. But we'll see. That happens. Number 2 just came in. I bet it's going to be Maria. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe so. Oh, she's out of here. Someone who's out of here. That's cool. Part-time reseller. Well, I've got some topics written down. I decided I'm going to do it a little bit different today. Usually I'm just running around and that kind of stuff, but that I just sit and talk and answer questions if people had them. Practicing my mind skills. Yeah, that's a full-time job right there. I'll tell you what. So let me go over here. You know what? I probably should have done this before. It was 109, but I think now it's, I don't know, it could be 110. I need to verify. I think this is still recording, even though I'm not on that screen. I'm pretty sure it is. Light is lit. Light is lit. Come on, baby. Oh, look at that. The Flippin' Hustler Mortar Show is live. One watching, it says. Crazy. I always hate when they ask you to take the picture because I never know what to do. Never, ever. 109. Okay. There we go. No. I've got 9 things on my list with little subcategories, but my first thing on my list was subscriber update. A few videos ago, I had 100, and I was like, woohoo! And that was cool. I'm at 109, so yeah, about 9 last week. So that was that. Items listed. What did I list yesterday? I listed a lot of the stuff that I was taking pictures of on that 3-hour live show. It was 3 hours and 24 minutes. Got the jerseys listed, some binoculars, and then did some editing and stuff yesterday. So that was that. Stuff that sold. You know what? Oh, man. I'll wait till there's more people in there and I'll tell you a whole story. But a Tonka truck, tool truck. Grab it real quick. It needs to be grabbed anyway. So I had just put that L Unser truck right next to this one, and I had waxed that thing and made it look all nice. This one already looked nice. It's Tonka Towing, Superstar Service with a smile. It's pretty cool. This part, metal. This part's plastic. It is from 2012, so it's not really that old. But it wasn't. I paid a quarter for it, and I think it went. I know it went for. Let's see. I think it was. I still have 2 people that haven't paid from like Thursday, and I sent them invoices, and I'm like, what? So 782 plus 1065 shipping. So 25 cents into $7.82. It probably will take that $10 of shipping because I bet you this weighs every bit of 2 pounds. Depends on where it goes. But okay, so that is that, Tiffany C. What do you do when you're slow? What do you do when you're slow? What do? I change things. I move things around. Like I was just saying, I put that truck next to this one, and I was like, "Hey, man, here, truck. Here's your friend." And I kind of touched all my different products because you got to touch them and move stuff and put stuff away, and boom, then this sold. So it almost seems like when you touch stuff and you move stuff and you look at stuff, somehow it ends up selling. I have no idea how that works, but so that's one of the things I do is I stay busy arranging, rearranging, and continuing to take pictures. You might not be putting them up, but get pictures on your phone because there's going to be time where you're going to have 5 minutes to list a couple things. It doesn't take very long to list once your brain, your thumb know what you're doing. You just bang right through it. But then I find that I always have to go back onto my lapper topper to make like advanced edits. I guess it would be like putting things into my store categories other than just being in other. And there's a bunch of stuff that is on my laptop that is not on my phone app. Such as, and I think it's one of the most important things. It's really hard to. I've asked this question before. Maybe one of you three might know, but let's say you have 100 to 200, 300. I think I have 300 something active listings right now. And I've actually been trying to whittle that down. At one point, I was like 700, and I was shooting for a huge number, and that's why I was buying and buying and buying. Now I'm like, okay, am I going to waste a listing on a $3 calendar, or am I going to utilize that listing to sell a, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 item? Takes the same amount of time to list it, picture it, and everything. Todd, think about this. So, I mean, I will be selling clothes. I will be selling small stuff for a while because I've got so much I need to get rid of. Otherwise, I don't know what to do with it. I was actually thinking of autographing a bunch of calendars and then saying, okay, whoever's live today, I'll mail you out a calendar. I mean, but who the heck would want one of those? I've got kitty cat calendars. I've got whatever. Want a kitty cat calendar? So what do you do when you're slow? Work, 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 work. Stay working. Well, I see I've got 3 in here. Oh, I've got 4 in here. All right. Hey, thanks for showing up. I know many of you, or 4 of you, might be double screening it, which I do all the time. When I say double screen, I mean I'll have, Rake and Profit up, and if Bonafide's up at the same time, I'll have one on mute or one on captions closed, one on, listening to it or watching it, and then I'll have another device going over here with Craigslist Hunter or something. And then I'll have all these 3 conversations going on at the same time. But I like it. All right. So do you, Tiffany, have any questions, or any of those other 4 people have questions? I've been selling for about a year and a half. So I don't know everything. I don't have every answer, but I do a lot of research. I listen to a lot of people, and I have a book that is my book of everything. It's everything that I do. And I actually got this from a friend of mine. He was just getting out of the car business, and he was cleaning out his desk, and it was this really nice big book that says journal on it, and but it was empty. And I said, dude, I'm going to keep this. This is going to be the story of my life. And I had it, and then one day, looks like July 24th, 2014, I started writing in it. So that's how long I've been writing in there. How long? What do I sell? Oh, hey, what's up, dude? I know that guy. What's up? What do I sell? Geez, I just sold this Tonka tow truck. It's kind of cool, huh? But I sell everything from Matchbox cars to women's clothing, bras. I try and focus on antiques, vintage stuff, one-offs, stuff that is hard to find, like this. You're not going to find a bunch of those out there. And so that's one of the things I like. Helmets, old anything, old advertising, old whatever, like this is something I need to take a picture of. I was going to try and fix it, but I'm just going to explain in the listing that, this S right here is trying to come off, but I should be able to get 15 to 20 bucks for that thing. So clothes, shoes, sports equipment, name it, if I can buy it. And now I'm starting to buy higher stuff. So, but at one point I was buying everything, like this right here. I bought these for 7 cents. They sell for $3. 7 cents into $3. Yeah, that's humongous profit. However, if I can use that same listing to list this thing that I bought for $2, but will sell for, 30 to 40 bucks, that makes more sense. It just does. And the longer I get into it, I realize that yes, it is about volume, but it's also about consistency. It's also about being unique, having different kinds of things to sell, because there's a lot of everything out there, especially clothes. So you have to find clothes that are unique. This right here, you've seen me wear this in many videos, and initially when I got it, I thought I was going to sell it, but you just don't see them. It's a vintage Pioneer Seeds farmer jacket, man. Um, so that kind of stuff. How you been, Spanky Nation? How's that Dodge, man? So this gentleman here, hey, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, good show. Keep up the good work, bud. See, he knew what it was. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That's first thing I thought of when I saw it. Hey, thanks, bud. This gentleman here, Sparky Nation, goes back to my car selling days. He can tell you what I was all about. Definitely. I don't miss the car selling. I just miss a lot of the people that I got to meet and talk to. My eyebrows are feeling heavy today. All right, so what do you do when you're slow? There's always something to do. Um, I met this farmer one time when I was on the road, and he said that if you can't find something to do out there in the country on the farm, you haven't looked in the wrong shed or you haven't looked in the right barn, the right shed, because there's always something to be done. And that doesn't just apply to life on the farm, that applies to every life. Right now, I could go upstairs and put some dishes in the dishwasher. I could put a load of laundry in, but then it would be loud. I mean, there's always these little micro things, man. Um, but sometimes that's where it all starts is if you can manage the small things, that's like managing nickels, dimes, and pennies. Once you learn how to do that, then you're able to start building money. I say that only knowing that it's worked for me in the past. I'm just like everybody else. I'm just a regular dude trying to make a buck out here on my own terms. That's the difference. Um, but there were times in my life that, you know, managing nickels, dimes, and pennies is what allowed me to gather up the seed money for whatever little venture it was. You know, there was a lot of times where family members helped me um, because they believed in my dream. They saw something, and they said, "Hey, Todd, we know you can do it." So they did, and I did, and it all worked out. And fast forward to here we are years later. Excuse me. We've been sleeping with the windows open, and for the last 2 mornings, I've woken up and my throat is like kind of sore. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been talking so much too. Hard to say. Both trucks are running great, and the Flippin' Hustler is one hell of a good stuff. I do try, man. I did try. Um, so this is one of the things I keep in my book of life, is different pictures. And there was a time where I had thought a lot about a Fiero, and people think, "Ah, who wants a Fiero?" Well, I say drive what makes you happy, and if that's a 1942 Willys, drive it. If it's a 55 Chevy, drive it. If it's a 66 Galaxy, drive it. For me, what makes me happy and makes me feel good and alive is an 86 Fiero GT. That's my thing, man. I've had a lot of cars. That was the one that I've always thought of again, and you know, by luck and right place, right time, I was able to acquire one with no cash. I just did a straight trade, bada bing, bada boom, and ended up 2 Fieros, and there we go. Because I had been thinking about it and thinking about it, and that goes down to topic number 9. But I look at this picture a lot, and I know now that the prices of these are ridiculous. If I still had this, it would be ridiculous. It'd be worth that. Uh, but I had this vehicle when I was 22. Yeah, 22. Always wanted one, and I will have one again. And I believe by looking at it and thinking about it and continuing on with my life and working towards it, I'll have another one sitting out there. And I'm not going to pay huge money for it. It's going to happen by something's going to happen. Like there's going to be some little old lady that should just happens to have, and it's going to be a weird situation, but it will happen. And it's one of these. The 62 Lincoln Oxford white with pea green interior, metallic interior, all original. all original, and I loved that car. It was a great car. It wasn't perfect, but that was a really, really cool car, and I wish I still had it. So if you're a younger person, you have a car that you really enjoy, keep it. But that goes down to believing. Let's just jump all the way to topic number 9. I don't they're not in any particular order. Believing, knowing, believing and knowing. There's a huge difference between believing and knowing. You can believe that something is going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. But if you know, and how do you know? Well, you've written it down, because when you put it in ink, I mean, that's as good as putting it on your body in ink. If you write it down and then you focus on it, um, and then you read it multiple times, things. I'm not sure how it all works. I believe it's just the energy. I really don't know, but it works. And for example, I'm not just BSing you guys here. I've got my little thing that I written. I'm not quite sure what day, but let's find it here. No. But yeah, write down. I guess they're called affirmations, possibly. It's almost like a story of what I believe will be or is happening currently, um, in life. Whether it is or not, it doesn't matter, because if you believe it is, then it is. You know, if you know it is, then it is. Just find it, Todd. So we got 5 people sitting here watching me flip through things. Sparky Nation, dude, I'm gonna have to come out there and visit the country, go do some mudding or something. Today's agenda, no, look for that. All right, so out of you 5 people watching, I know who you are, and I know who you are. Who are the other 3? And do you have any questions for me? I've been selling since December 5th, 2016. I don't have all the answers, but I'm always searching. This is something not quite sure when I wrote. It must have been within the last few months, I suppose, because it's in not calligraphy, but it's in certain whatever I've been using this pen. And do you guys want to hear what it says? Of course you do. Now there's 3, so you 3 get to hear what it says. The sales keep coming in. Each day they increase and demand is increasing. The Flippin' Hustler is becoming well known in the reselling community, which, I wrote this when I had like 20 subscribers, I think, or 30 subscribers, and now it's over 100. So here you go. Flippin' Hustler is becoming well known in the reselling community. My life is awesome. Funds are coming in from unexpected places. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. People want to buy from me. Uh, International sales are on the rise, which is true. God loves me. Jesus loves me. Samantha loves me. Caroline loves me. Mom loves me. Paisley loves me. Life is in the song of a bird. Or no, love is in the song of a bird. The country air in my lungs. The sun upon my face. So that goes back to being thankful for being able to see me on this camera, for me being able to talk to you with a voice, for that breath right there. There's people all over the world where that was their last breath. Crazy, huh? So being thankful for these things that we don't even think about, for sure. How did you get the subscribers? I just kept coming on here and talking, buddy. And then I follow other people, and I have been, and I get involved. I chime in on their live chats, and then sometimes, they'll come here. Been on a couple live shows with some people, and I think one day I gained like 5 or 6. And these are not huge live shows; these are smaller people live shows. That is how that happened. Let me get back to my list. I am a big believer in writing things down. Because I forget things, but more importantly, because those that I've read, and I'll say these names over and over and over, but Dale Carnegie, Zig Ziglar, Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins, all of them, all the good guys. Andrew Carnegie. They all said, write it down, write it down. But before you do that, be careful what you're thinking of because your thoughts become your reality. How did you get those? Okay. Yeah, your thoughts become your reality. It really, really does. And that's just because if I find myself looking at the news, and we all know that, man, there's nothing good in the news going on. It all seems to be bad. And when I watch that stuff, I have such a rough day. It's like, oh man, why am I even doing this? What's the point? Then you have to stop and say, you know what? There has always been wars. There has always been politicians that are doing all this crap. There's always been all this crap going on, but we just never knew about it because the internet didn't exist. And now information just is boom, 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 boom. So be careful what you watch. Filter your mind, and especially watching TV. I get you. I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I try not to. I'm trying to think, what did I watch? I don't know if you consider watching old reruns of Leave It to Beaver and that kind of stuff TV. I suppose it is, but there's nothing flashing, nothing fast, nothing going on. I don't know. That's just me. Questions, questions, questions. Any questions? Well, let's believing, knowing, signs. Okay, signs. I'm always on the lookout for signs. This guy in this video, who was it? Pat, the guy who played Mr. Miyagi. That's what I watched a little documentary on him this morning. He was talking about signposts, and he was really one of the first people I've heard of even say it out loud, looking for signposts, or I just call them signs. But when I see a clock and it reads a certain thing, and it's not 11:11, millions of people see 11:11. It's other obscure things. Or if I see, it seems like this path and this path will cross at the same time, whatever that case may be, or that thought will correspond with something that I will be thinking a word, and it will be said at the same time on the show that I'm watching, in relevance to whatever it is that the topic is, and that happens a lot. So I'm always looking for these things, and when they happen, I'm like, okay, that just means I'm on the right path. I know it's just like a mile marker. Bing, you're in the right way. Keep going, and someday. No, there is no Sunday. Right now, I'm happy. Right now, life is good. I don't need to have a whatever that I thought I needed. You don't. Are you happy you have air in your lungs? That is priceless right there. Yep. So be on the lookout for signs, and have faith. And most of all, be thankful. Be thankful for the smallest of things. Um, I had said in a few other videos, and some of you that know me, I what am I saying? I said this out loud. My daughter was like, "That's terrible, Dad." I said, "I hate everybody equally," meaning I don't like you, or you, or you, or you, or you any more or any less. I don't know you. I don't know anybody. Does anybody really know anybody? I don't know you. Um, so I give everybody the benefit of the doubt once, sometimes twice. After that, gone. Consequently, let's get up to what topic is that? Number 8. I have a theory, and it's a theory that, it's something I read probably. I'm sure because I read a lot of stuff about this kind of stuff, but 5 friends. Somewhere I read that you become the sum total of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. Think about that. After you get off work, what do you do? What do they do? What does everybody else do? On the weekends, what are those people looking forward to doing? Those 5 people. I don't hang around 5 people. I used to, have people. You know who I hang around now? Me. And who else? My family. 'Cause why? In the end, those are the people you can count on. That's what I found. Um, and when I say family, I have family that's not blood, you know? There's a guy named Steve Marta, goes by Paco. His blood and my blood is thicker than blood, you know? Um, then there's other people that I've known that I thought were blood that are just gone. What are you gonna do? You just move on. But if you have bad friends around you, you're just better off having no friends. You know, if you have friends that are not walking the same direction, they don't have to be running. They don't have to be running. But if you are like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to start an eBay store, or I want to learn to resell, or I want to start my own business, be it whatever, doesn't matter. Pick a business. You want to sell widgets. But the people that you're hanging with, you know, they're like, man, I just want to go party. I just want to let's go play video games for 12 hours. Let's go I don't know. I don't know. Whatever is a distraction from whatever your goals are. If oh, let's see who's calling there. Uh-oh, that's my father-in-law. We better answer this. Good morning, sir. How's it going? Uh-oh. Oh, geez. Yeah. Jeez. Right, yeah, geez. I'm not psychic, man. Gotcha. You know, I may be going out there a little bit later. Awesome. What'd you do? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, that'll be easier. Yeah, I'll just pull that right under there and go for it. Yep. Uh-huh. Right. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Let's put a chainsaw on a frickin' pole. Okay. Oh, well, that'd be my last resort then. 'Cause oh, okay. Okay. Right. Huh. Cut and move, huh? Gotcha. All right, sounds good. Well, I couldn't get the four-wheeler fired up in a timely manner, and I thought, "Man, if there's anybody watching me that say, 'Todd, don't you know what you're doing?'" I mean, I had the choke on, had the key on, but after about 4 or 5 times, I'm like, "Nah, I'll drive the lawnmower." So I hooked up the little Cadet or the old JD to it. So I'll use the truck, and that'll be good. Right, yeah. Right. Sweet. Alright, sounds good. Mhm. Yep. Right. Okay. Sounds good, I won't. Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm sure. Awesome. Did you? Yeah, that happens. Okay. I'll get her handled. I say I'll get her handled for you. Alright. You betcha. Thanks, Paul. Bye-bye. Alright, guys, sorry about that. I know you just sat there for 5 minutes and watched me. I saw people come, people go. That was my father-in-law. He's driving down the road in the tractor, and he asked me if I was gonna be going out there to do some work today, and, yeah, I'm gonna go out there, because it's good for me. That fresh air is just good. I'm not going right now, but later, I'm going. Well, later. But, there's a big rock garden with huge trees and stuff, and I've been cleaning that up, and he went through with this, chainsaw on a pole, chopped all kinds of stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, there's like a full truckload." So that's who that was. Let's see who's still here. Heather, are you here? Sparky Nation, are you here? I see there's 3. Could be Tiffany C. Let me go see that. Usually when I look in here, it just says me. So, see, it just says Flippin' Hustler, the only participant. I was talking to my father-in-law. "Ma'am, how was your weekend at the beach with the fam? Look like a good time." I'm not much of a swimmer myself. I'm more of a sinker. Excuse me. All right, where was I at? Believing and being thankful, signs and faith. Being thankful. See, my father-in-law call right there. I'm so thankful to be able to go out to the farm. I'm not sure how many acres is out there or what. It's big enough that I got a tick last time. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But it wasn't like in a bad spot, but just tick in general. I'm yucked out by ticks. But yeah, I'm happy that I can go out there because let's backtrack 4 years from or 3 years ago at this time, I would be it's 9:49. I'd be at the dealership making phone calls. "Hi, how you doing? This is Todd Rendon. Yeah, just calling to check on your car, see how it's going. Oh, you're liking it. Good, great. Yeah. Is there anybody else you know might need a car? No? Okay. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, cool. What's saying? It was day after day after day, 12 hours of that. Oh, got customers coming in, whatever, that kind of stuff. Now, I have to wake up and I have to make a list of, okay, what do I want to accomplish today? Because it's a blank slate. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to go out to the farm, get some fresh air, do some work. Because in the last couple weeks, I guess I've been saying a lot is that, and maybe there's another way to say it, but I've simplified it as dirty hands equal a pure mind. That might not be true, but I know that when I'm digging in the earth, playing with rocks and dirt and whatever, I feel good. Something feels good about it. Is there anyone else out there that's into that? I don't know. I'm gonna bang through these other topics here. I better mark them off as I go. So, believing, knowing signs, faith, and being thankful. 5 friends theory. If the friends you hang around are junk, get new friends, or you don't even need friends. I have told many a 30 and under person, "Hey, don't get married till you're 30." Why? Because you spend your 20s exploring life. You go travel, you go on a journey, you learn some languages, you pick up some skills, you have a hot rod, you do all these things that you want to do. Okay, find out 100% who you are. By the time you're 30, you'll find a gal that will have a lot of these same interests, but you'll know what you bring to the table, and you'll know what you're all about, and you're solidified in these things you like. Versus when you're 21, what do you want to do? What do you want to do in 21? We're going to sing karaoke tonight for all night. We're going to spend $20 and we might make it home. I mean, it was stupid, 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 stupid. Well, I'm not that guy. Hell no. I ain't raising kids. I'm in Hawaii. For real, huh? Because you're like 30, 20. You're in your 20s probably. You and your husband. That's cool, man. Yep. Yeah. Almost. So, yeah, 5 friends theory. Do you find that to be true, Heather Smith reseller? Better to have no friends than bad friends. And I'm laying in bed thinking these things, I'm like, okay, who are my friends now? Now I spend more time talking to you guys than other people I know. And then my brother Paco, he's the only person in the world that we won't talk for 6 months and we'll pick up the phone and call each other and just not even miss a beat, man. It's like we never stopped, you know? Um, but I try not to let it go that long. And I'm like, dude, let's not let it go 2 weeks or 3 weeks again. And then Paco, yeah, Paco, what the heck? Paco's my homie. Are you Mexican? Paco is not Mexican, and I'm a Spaniard. And when I moved up here to North Dakota, people are like, "Oh, you Mexican, huh?" Like, no, I'm Spanish. Yeah, he is my brother from another mother, but I use brother in a term for him because she's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? His real name's Steve Marta. You know, his mom is a white gal or whatever, and his father was from Palestine, and his dad is a whole success story, man. And you never know that Paco grew up that way because Paco doesn't carry that air about him as if, I'm somebody so great. Paco is a real dude, man. And he'll jack your shit. You said, brother. Yeah, he's for real. Yeah, his dad has an awesome story. He came from Palestine, I believe it was, and became one of the leading anesthesiologists in Colorado. Went to school and then brought his family over, and he lived the American dream when it was still, I don't know if it's still possible, or maybe it is, depends on what your dream is, but his dream was to become that, and he did, for real. And I think his brothers and sisters, Paco's brothers and sisters, he got like one lawyer or a couple doctors or something. But Paco is a music producer, business owner, entrepreneur, just an all around awesome dude, man. But he makes music and produces music and has a lot of bands and on his repertoire, I guess you'd call it. The genre would be primarily, as crazy as it might sound, is rap. There's a lot of rap. Um, a lot of he's done like these symphonies. He goes and I don't even. There's so much stuff. He's so smart, technical. I don't even know. Half the time he's talking about numbers and schematics and these things, and I'm like, mhm. I know what he's talking about, but I have no clue what he's talking about. But that's what it is. So yeah, but there's only one person I consider that way. There was another, David Chavez. He's looking over us now. Other than that. So that's that. Let me back. Okay, so we got number 9 done, number 8 done. Heather, I'll give you, yeah, coffee. Mine's actually cold already, and I'm almost done with my coffee for the day. So. Subscribers, my update. I'm at 109 now, which is pretty cool. The items that I listed were the things I was taking pictures of in that 3 hour and 24-minute live thing I did. Some jerseys, some binoculars, whatever. I think number 5 gets back to like, what are your distractions? What and friends? Distractions, friends. Friends can be a distraction. If they are running in a different direction, they care about whatever, and you're over here trying to resell and research and learn. This brand is this, and this is why, and this is this, and oh look, feel the texture of this, and this is what you care about. You have to be passionate about what you care about. When you see something from far away, you're like, oh, I know what that is. That's because you've taken the time to do the research. Whereas if you're hanging out with these people that care about whatever it is that they care about and don't care about what you care about, they're not going to care, really. So the thrill is not there. And for me, to be able to share the fact that, gosh, it's a Tonka truck. Isn't this cool? Or it's a Pokemon video or a VHS. Isn't that cool? Most people say no, but some people would say yes. Resellers would say yes. Yeah. So that's that. Distractions, friends. Who are they? What are they? Figure them out. If it's TV, don't watch TV. Watch 2 minutes TV. If it's video games, shut it off. You know what? The best thing is to pull the router, man. I'll unplug everything in the house, and it's quiet. And then I can think, because I feel like when I've got the router plugged in and I've got anything else going, it interrupts the energy of what is trying to be given to you. So anywho, distractions. What do you want out of life? What do you want? I know what I want. I've got it. I wake up. I get to do what I want to do every day. Is every day great? No. Even though I don't have to get up and go punch a 9 to 5, every day is not great. As a reseller, you stress, man. See this? Lose my hair because I stress sometimes. But I'd rather stress on my own terms because you're always going to be stressed, right? So you have to figure out what you want out of life. Do you need this to be happy? Because chances are when you get this, you're not going to be happy. You have to be happy with nothing. When you're happy with nothing, then anything that you get, you'll be like, man, I'm so happy and I'm so thankful. Every morning when we drive to school, as we're backing up, I'll say, okay, Carol, let's say our prayers. And somewhere in there, I'll say, thank you. And then she'll say, and thank you for, and then she'll get into the thank yous. Because it's very important to say, Lord, bless us and so forth, but be thankful. Really all of life comes down to being thankful and stuff, it seems like. Because at the end of it all, if you can't breathe, then that's that. If your heart doesn't work, well, that's that. If your blood's screwed up, well, so be thankful for the things that you don't even think about. The fact that your brain right now can comprehend the words coming out of my mouth. Am I getting too deep? Maybe not. I talked about what to do when slow. There are no slow times. You determine what a slow time is and what a slow time is not. It's never slow. It doesn't have to be slow. If it's slow, well, I guess you need to re-examine your hustle because you can always put something away, list something, picture something, clean something. You've got some shoes that need to be cleaned up. You've got this thing that needs to be polished up. And all those little steps, because you can't do this, meaning you can't clean this, or you can't go to step 3, which would be listing it until you've found the item, clean the item, and then you can go list it and so forth. But that thing right there, like these boots right here, look, I've had these boots for pretty near a month. Okay. And I have yet to take the time to clean them off. Why? Who knows? Who knows? They really don't even need to be cleaned that much. They're Laredos, waterproof, wicked, wicked cool. And not done. So, I'm just as guilty as everybody. What can you do? There's always. Looks like I got 4 people watching, 1 like. I appreciate that like. I'm going to wind this down pretty quick. This is done. This is done because you guys have things to do. I have things to do, and so forth. Who do you model or who do you look up to? Oh, that was you. Well, thank you. Right on. I'm gonna give you Matthew McConaughey. What does it say? Right on, right on, right on. Who do you model or who do you look up to? I look up to people that they don't have to be 100% successful. They don't have to be in a mansion. They don't have to be whatever. I look up to people that want, that struggle, that are hungry to become better. Whether it's by gaining knowledge in your business, whether it's just taking action, whether it's whatever. Those are the people that I model look up to. But mostly, right now, I would say my top five are uh, Steve Rakin, Bonafide Hustler, Craigslist Hunter, Rockstar Flipper, and Heather Smith Reseller. Fa-boom! No, you're not on my mentors list because I haven't been watching that long, but you are on my playlist of fellow resellers. So, yeah, go check out Paco Audio, man. Check out his music. Yep, and there's some other. There's a rapper out there named, what is it? Flow, Flo, Smoke, Smokk, or something like that. And yeah, Paco did all that. So thanks, buddy. Yeah, right on. I consider you a friend. Like I was saying sometime earlier, I don't have a whole lot of friends in real life because you know what I'm saying. So you guys, the people that I interact with on YouTube, have become my friends, my community, my family. Not my family, but the people I know that I know that they are thinking the same things I am about shipping and this and that, and whatever, because it consumes us some days. 7 done. Those are all done. Okay, it's 10:03. It's time to roll on out. You guys go on to the next live video. But when you're doing that, talk about being happy. Talk about good things. There's so much negativity in this world. Forget about it. Okay, forget about the negativity. The music, like that. I was playing Blackened Heart the other day live, and I sing it. Man, that just it's there's this negativity in that song is so thick that it almost it permeates and you can feel it. And I didn't like it, so we're gonna put that one away for a while. So think happy things. If bad songs come on, put good songs on. Be thankful for your ears, for your eyes, for your nose, for your everything, for your fingertips, and go do something nice. Help somebody today. I myself am going to go to the farm, get some fresh air. So if I don't see you again, you guys take care.